Hi everyone, so in today's video, this one's really exciting. Well, it's exciting to me anyway. So I'm going to talk to you through my favourite top attractions, top rides, top food at the Universal parks in Orlando. I'm really excited. I love watching anything related to Orlando, whether it's Universal, Orlando itself or Disney. They really excite me, so I wanted to create some content for you that I absolutely love. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna start with what my favourite park is in Universal, because that would make sense, right? So my top park, I know there's only 3 of them, but my top park at Universal is definitely Universal Studios. Do you know what? I've actually only been to Orlando twice. We're hoping to go again next year. I just fell in love with it. And last year, when I walked back into the Universal Studios for the first time since we last visited, there was just that sense of feeling where I was like, I'm so grateful that I'm here. I absolutely love the park. Just the theming of it, the rides, just this, I absolutely adore it. I love that park so much. There's so much going on, and I don't know, I just get this really this nice connection with that park. I absolutely love it. I would even go as far as saying that's definitely probably in my top 2 parks in Orlando altogether. I love it. So I'm gonna go straight into my top rides, I think, and I think I'm gonna do it through each park. So Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios and Volcano Bay. So I'll start off with Universal Studios, as I'm dedicating my love for it so much. My top ride, I've got 2 favourite rides, okay? So my favourite will probably have to be Escape from Gringotts. Oh my goodness. So when I first visited Orlando and I first visited Universal Studios and I went on this ride for the first time, I think that was the first ride I had properly felt fully immersed in. I don't think I'd ever been on anything quite like it before. I love roller coasters and things, but that story and the sense of being completely immersed in the ride was absolutely phenomenal for me. How it starts off through a dark tunnel in a roller coaster, but then there's so much to see, the movement, how you get swung about, but how you see things like projections, and honestly, I absolutely love it. I think it's such a clever ride. It's really well done and people still love it to this day. I can't remember how long that ride's been open for now, but there's always a queue for it, but it's absolutely worth every wait in my opinion. God, I never knew how passionate I was for these rides. My other favourite has got to be the Mummy. Oh, I love indoor roller coasters, and when they have the theming that these rides give, oh, it's so good. The fire, the flames, how it's absolutely boiling hot around you, the different senses going on, so much to see, the movement. I love that ride. Them 2 are my favourite at Universal Studios for sure. To be honest, I don't know, there's probably one ride that I'm not a fan of in Universal Studios, and that would be the Fast and Furious ride. It's alright, it's okay. I'm not a massive fan of the little storyline that it starts off with, the party bus. It's not really my thing. But yeah, I'll save this for another video. I might go and do another one and talk about my least favourite, although that's quite negative and it's only my opinion, so I don't know if I will. Let's move on to Islands of Adventure. So there's so many good rides in there as well, and I think I've got my top 2 favourite rides, and they're both Harry Potter rides. Although I do love the Jurassic Park water ride, that's great. I do like that. That's probably, if we'll say top 3 for Islands of Adventure. I'm just going on a tangent, I'm just thinking about all the rides. So my top 3 in Islands of Adventure would be Jurassic Park number 3. I just like that it's a water ride. I like the big drop at the end. It's really, it's good. I'm a massive fan of Jurassic Park, so the dinosaurs, the animatronics in there. It is really good. So my number 2 has to be Hagrid's roller coaster. I went on this for the first time last year and I loved it. I sat in the little sidecar while Ryan went on the motorcycle, and yeah, it was brilliant. There were so many things I didn't expect. I refrained from watching anything beforehand, so it was a completely new experience for me, and I loved it. I'm a big fan of roller coasters, especially when they've got a bit of a twist. I do like the fact that you've got the sidecar and the motorbike, so it'll be a different experience when you go on it for the second time if you swap places. Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed that. And my top has to be Harry Potter Forbidden Journey. I love it. I even like the queue. Not when I'm queuing for over 2 hours outside in the heat. When you get inside in the queue, there's so much stuff to look at, and that's before you even get on the ride. I just love the theming that Universal put in to their like queues. The whole thing is an experience from the point of joining that queue and coming off a ride. It's great. And that ride is just, it's such a nice ride with a lovely story going through different moments of Harry's life at Hogwarts. When you're going through the Quidditch section, when you're going through when you're going through the Forbidden Forest, there's just so much going on. And again, it's with the movement where you feel like you're on a broom and you're flying through these different experiences. I love it. Yeah, that's definitely my top. It will never get old, although when we had to queue for it for over 2 hours, but we were majority outside slowly shuffling in that heat, that was not the one. Universal did say it was a 50-minute wait. Over 2 hours we waited. I was like, not impressed, but it's all good. It was definitely worth it in the end. So my favourite ride at Volcano Bay, I was quite new to this. This was the first time I went to that park last year, and it was so good. I absolutely loved it. I still can't quite decide if my favourite walk park is Typhoon Lagoon or Volcano Bay. Although I think I did say in one of my Disney vlogs like the pros and cons of each. But I can't remember the name of this ride. The roller coaster ride at Volcano Bay. So it's a water ride, but it has the technology in it to push you up and down. Obviously down, push you up as well as you obviously going down like a slide. I just absolutely loved that. I thought it was brilliant. I'm not one for the like trapdoor kind of slides. I'll go on absolutely any ride, chuck me on that, I'm fine. When it comes to water slides, I don't know why, but like, I don't know, maybe it's the fear of you not being strapped in and you're kind of free falling a little bit. I'm not up to that. But the roller coaster slide at Volcano Bay is brilliant. I loved that so much. It was so good. Right, so I'm gonna move on to my favourite top attractions slash slows. So I'm gonna move on to my top attractions slash shows, attractions and shows. So at Universal Studios, I'm gonna do my 2 favourites. So the Rocky Horror Makeup Show, that was brilliant. I loved that. We went and did that in 2016 and it was so good. It was just a nice short show, like you're sat inside in the cool for a little while. If it's really hot outside, it's nice to escape, but it's also nice to escape with a bit of comedy and just showing different effects with the makeup. And yeah, it's just a brilliant family show. I really enjoyed that. It's definitely worth doing if you haven't before. And my other favourite at Universal Studios has to be the Blues Brothers show. Oh wow, we caught sight of this last year and it was just a brilliant atmosphere. Like, everyone gathered around on the street. They really did put on a show. They went for it, and everyone started dancing and we was clapping. It's just a really feel-good moment. I really enjoyed the Blues Brothers show. They are so good, and they really do go all out. I loved that they drive about in their car down the roads that set out like New York at Universal Studios, and they get out the car and they set out on the side of the street, and it's just brilliant. Really good show. We actually just came across them. We didn't go looking for it. It was just one that we stumbled across, and I'm so glad we did. I will definitely look out for it again next time because it was brilliant. One of my favourite attractions at Islands of Adventure has to be the Raptor Encounter. That is really good, and like, I felt scared. I don't know why. There's just that sense when you're queuing and you're watching other people having their picture taken with this raptor that's obviously an animatronic, it's not real, and the movement around it, it always gives you a sense of it's real even though it's not. But when I was stood there and we had our picture, and how it was like kind of sniffing my hair and like the noises it was making, it was really immersive, it was really good. But yeah, it's definitely worth something, like, it's definitely worth doing. It's very different, and yeah, I enjoyed that. It was a great moment. And the other top show that I really enjoyed, I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. It's gone out of my head. Basically, it's in Hogsmeade, and it's the show that's on the castle, and it was so good. Hang on, let me just look it up a minute, because that's really annoying when someone talks about something and they don't know what it's called. The Nighttime Lights at Hogwarts Castle. Is that what it's called? Yeah. So we did this last year, and it was brilliant. We queued for a little while. We was in a crowd. We was just waiting for it, and it was brilliant. The illuminations that lit up on the castle, the fireworks when Voldemort was like kind of appearing, you get that sense of him being there. It was so good. I loved it. And then after the show, I don't know if this happens all the time, but there was a lot of Death Eaters around, so it was quite cool leaving the show feeling all like, oh, pumped up from that show. It was so good. And then like walking back through Hogsmeade, because we were kind of leaving, and then seeing all these Death Eaters, and there was like kind of smoke, and it was all dark, and it was just really good. It really fit in with the theming so well after that show. Definitely worth doing. I don't know why we hadn't done that one before, but it was, yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, everything that I'm mentioning is brilliant. Absolutely, I think like everything that I've done there is brilliant, but these are just some of my faves. So I don't know if there's any like separate like shows or attractions at Volcano Bay. Please let me know if there is. Because it's a water park, you've just got all the kind of rides slash slides and things to do there, and like places to eat and stuff. So I don't really know. So I might have to leave that out. Moving on to top places to eat. Obviously, I've not eaten at every place in Universal, so I can't compare, and someone else might have a different opinion, and they might have eaten somewhere else that I haven't. But for the places that I've eaten at, I'm going to give you a few of my favourites. It's kind of a mix-up of like table service and quick service, because I don't know if we've done enough of table service, to be honest. We've done more quick service things, I would say. But at Universal Studios, if you want a good burger, I recommend going to Mel's drive-thru. Mel's dine-in drive-thru. Is it drive-thru or dine-in? Mel's drive-thru. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Their burgers, I had a burger in a shake there. That was really, really good. Absolutely loved it. Inside, it felt like a typical diner, and it was just a really, really good burger. I've heard mixed reviews on Krusty Burger. A lot of reviews I've kind of looked at, I've not heard the most amazing. So, but I would like to try it just to compare at some point. My other favourite kind of quick service place that we went to last year was Louis' Italian restaurant, and I think we went go there a couple of times. It was just really good food for a quick service food, and reasonably priced. Like I think I got a chicken kind of salad, but also had pizza at some point. I'm pretty sure we went twice. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. For a quick service meal, I thought it was so good. Loved that. At Islands of Adventure, we have eaten at the same place every time we've gone, which isn't... Or have we? Yeah, we have, because some days we've jumped between parks, so we've probably eaten at Universal Studios or in City Walk or something. But when we've eaten in Islands of Adventure, turkey legs in there, I've had some really great desserts in there, and yeah, we've just kept going back. So it's obviously, we've obviously loved it, and yeah, it's just, I think it's a nice kind of, it feels like a bit of a halfway point around the park as well. So it's just kind of easy, queue up, grab, sit down and carry on going. I know that's like with anything, but it was just, it's good. You pay for what you get, and that's in a good way. I really liked it. And plus you can see everyone outside going down that ride in that splash zone, and you can see loads of people just kind of messing about in that splash zone. So when the ride hits, they're like all running or like it. So it's quite entertaining. I really liked it. It's good. So my favourite place to eat in City Walk, we've only eaten at a couple of places I think in City Walk. My favourite was Bubba Gump Shrimp. It was so good. I don't know, like, it was amazing. We got so much food, and I thought it was really good value for money actually, and I loved the interaction that we got with like with the servers in there. So we had like a server for the night, and then after a while it became a little bit of an experience because we had like a massive quiz thing. Like, that sounds kind of weird, but they were shouting at our tables all along this row, and she was shouting out questions about the film. So yeah, it was quite good actually. I was like, I didn't expect that. And you get the little paddle on your table, so I think it's like red if you're okay, green if you want something, so you just kind of move it over. Yeah, really enjoyed it in there. It was really good food. I was so full, and do you know what? I really wanted to try the bread and butter pudding in there, because apparently it's amazing, and I was just so full I couldn't eat it, so that made me sad. I will tell you a really nice place that I loved to pick up a really unhealthy snack, and that was Voodoo Donuts. That is also in Universal City Walk. They were so good. After seeing that donut chair outside and the packaging of the boxes, I just thought it looked really cool, and the donuts did not disappoint. They were really, really tasty. I think we got like a box of 4. I will link the videos below. I'll link the playlist below to my vlog series in Orlando, so if you haven't seen them yet, you can check them out. But yeah, they were amazing. I'm pretty sure the name of the place that we ate at Volcano Bay was Waka Waka Eats. I'm so sorry, I think I've pronounced that wrong. Waka Waki, Waka Waki, Waka Wai Wai, Waka Wai Wai, Waka Wai Wai Eats. It's a quick service place at Volcano Bay. We've only eaten at that place, but I can tell you it was good. I really enjoyed it. You know, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what I got. I'm gonna have to have a look back at my vlog and have a look, but I will link the vlogs below. I'm sure I showed you some of that. I know for a fact Ryan got a burger. That's just typical of him, and I feel like I got a bit of a pizza. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. But yeah, it was good. I wouldn't rave about it. I couldn't even remember what it was called. But it was the only place that we've eaten at Volcano Bay. There was like little snack carts around as well, and I got like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I got a churro, because why wouldn't you get a churro halfway around your day at a water park? And I'm just gonna finish this with, we've not stayed or visited all the Universal hotels by any means, but I would like to one day. The place we've stayed at the last 2 times has happened to be a Universal hotel, and that was Cabana Bay. So we loved it. We loved it that much. We went back a second time. It was so good. We were gonna try and do the holiday a bit more on a budget, but we were like, we're going to Halloween Horror Nights. It makes life easier. We don't have to pay for parking, like we get our parking included, and there was just all these little factors, and we thought, sod it, why not? So we stayed at Cabana Bay, loved the theming in there. I mean, I know we don't spend that much time at the hotel really, it's just like a base to sleep. So next time we go, we will probably look at doing it a bit more on a budget, but I could not complain about Cabana Bay at all. Having everything in that one complex just felt good. Like, I know in 2016 when we went there was a hurricane and we had to stay inside for a day, and I just said to Ryan, I'm so pleased that we're here because we've got the food complex. We can just nip and get some food, we're okay in our room. Like, do you know what I mean? I just felt that I felt at ease being there. But the rooms were super clean, the theming's really nice, there's 2 massive pools, you've got your shop, your Starbucks, you've got your whole dining court area. I just really loved it, and I did like the fact that we could just jump on the little shuttle bus to go to the Universal parks for the day. So yeah, I really did enjoy our stay at Cabana Bay, but I am intrigued by the other ones as well. There's Sapphire Falls, which looks really nice, and then there's that new one. What is it? It's like, I can't remember the name of it, but we did almost stay there, but then there was no rooms available for the dates that we wanted to go. But it's kind of like beachy themed. Please let me know what it's called. I can't think what it is off the top of my head, but that looks really smart. And the dream would be to stay at Hard Rock, but that would probably be more of like a one-night thing because I think that's kind of pricey. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry I'm waffling on going, and I've probably just said over and over again, that's so good, it's amazing. But honestly, these are like my favourite rides, attractions, food places, so I suppose I've got to be a little bit passionate about it, haven't I? But I did love it. I love Universal so much. I can't wait till we go back. I've got my fingers and toes crossed that we go back next October, we're hoping, because Halloween season is just the best. Love Halloween Horror Nights. I just want to go back there so bad. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more. I am tempted to do a video like this on the Disney parks. I might do one dedicated to each Disney park, or yeah, maybe one with all of them, something like that. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.